There's more of us than you think, quicker than you can blink. Your most loyal will turn against you. It's in the water we drink, poison in the spring, but we'll take back all the power. I won't bend the knee. I don't care who's coming after me. I won't bend the knee. I don't care who's coming after me. I won't bend the knee. I won't bend the knee. You want to be used against. You win your only right of defense. Intimidate, discriminate, but we will never reach. Remember your place, just in case you thought that we were afraid. It's in the water we drink, poison in the spring, but we'll take back all the power. I won't bend the knee. I don't care who's coming after me. I won't bend the knee. I don't care who's coming after me. I won't bend the knee. I won't bend the knee. Counter, attack, no one has our back. Rising against, before there's nothing left. I won't bend the knee. I don't care who's coming after me. I won't bend the knee. I don't care who's coming after me. I won't bend the knee. I won't bend the knee. I know we both want to do the right thing, but the needle in our compass is trembling. Put your money on. Put your money on. Hey, you say I'd never be something. Come visit on for 115. Caffeine is gasoline. Got it, use it, give me full. Got it, you want something more. So it be my day. You should be need to stay. Put your money on me. Yeah, the devil be now. Put your money on me. I'm getting it how. I'll never go back, never look back. I will tear off the ground. This is my winning run. Put your money on me. Yeah, the devil be now. 사람 느끼고 너도 body not good but I won't know. 'Cause I'm not the one to stay. Raise my head, start again. Put your money on me. Yeah, the devil be now. Put your money on me. I'm getting it how. I will never go back, never look back. Tear off the ground. This is my winning run. Put your money on me. Yeah, the devil be now. I'm getting lost in my dreams. A step away from falling. Am I too scared to dive in this light? There's no way I could hold back. The urge I'm feeling is burning. I'm getting lost in my dreams. A step away from falling. Am I too scared to dive in this light? I can't keep on containing the crash in me calling. Put some money on me. Yeah, the time would be now. Put some money on me.
Hello, chat. Hello. Hello. How are we doing this evening? I'm doing pretty good. I just finished some work stuff for another YouTuber. And I had been saying I want to cover this, okay? Did boss go to the post office? No, but boss has somebody going to the post office for him tomorrow because boss just didn't leave his house today. That's it. That yeah. Yes, I do be delegating. I do be delegating. Yeah. So some people were like, "Damn, I'm so fucking tired of MrBeast," and that's true. I think honestly, the MrBeast stuff is reaching a new exciting moment. Okay. I think we're in a really interesting spot with the Mr. Yeast drama. I think it's peaking again in what's this about Acheeto. Oh, I will explain this in a bit. Okay, patience, young ones, patience. Okay, I'm suffering beast burnout. Holy shit. So yeah, okay. One other thing, I had like a doomer black pill moment for a second. uh where I was like, "Oh my god." So this is unrelated, but is semi-related to the thing coming after it. I don't remember the first story that I read today that annoyed me. But it was like somebody like another like, oh, somebody fumbling the bag. Oh yeah, the Mr.beast stuff. So it was Dexerto reporting the Mr.beast allegations have been debunked by the Saki cereal video. And all I was thinking was like, motherfucker, you helped promote the false allegations. It's like, I just don't like how news sites don't offer retractions anymore, or like there should be I don't think they should take it down, right? Because it's gonna be up there anyway. I think they should leave like something at the top, like an editor's note, because it's a website. You can do that. It's not like YouTube where it's out and they're like, oh, this article is out of date. Please click here. Right? Something like that would be really helpful. Was it the same author? They have shit tons of authors. So it was that frustrated me, right? Because it doesn't happen where news sites correct like that anymore. I don't know why that's something that's gone out of favor, but that's happened. And then so Ludwig's in a little drama. By the way, I don't really think Ludwig should cover drama. He's not really passionate about it. I feel like he just does it because, he's like, I could do this and it would be easy, which is whatever. I guess he can do it. But it was like I saw the clip, he edited it out. He's covering the Hassan like Twitch adpocalypse stuff right now, which doesn't affect me. Um, but he like edited out something that kind of tossed some blame at Hassan, and he took it out using the YouTube editor. So the clip was shorter, and it threw a lot of like shade at just one side instead of both. And it's just like this is one of those things we talked about it a little bit on last stream, right? Where
Cool
I was
Anime
like,
Girls
there's a
celebrates
social
7 months of
component to covering
membership.
drama
Remember to buy Mana
where
Persian coffee.
if you cover something, it can affect your social like standings with other people, right? And if Ludwig is cares about his relationship with Hassan, he probably shouldn't cover it, right? It's about like I didn't cover the Quite stuff because I'm friends with Quite, right? It's about being too close to the situation so you don't want to involve yourself. And I think that's totally fine and something that more people need to do. I think a lot of people get those emotions invested in a drama. And it's like, he's got like a friend and he's got like a personal stake in that. So if you can't manage that personal stake, probably remove yourself from the equation so that way it could be better for everybody. I think that's a really reasonable thing. I don't like I like Ludwig. I think he has a very cool personality. But I think that's just a reasonable thing to do, to not put yourself in that position. Or if you're comfortable being critical of your friends, be comfortable being critical of your friends, right? I've criticized the way Beckett's done some things in the past. and we had like an adult conversation about it, right? And that's the normal thing to do. You should be able to be upfront and open with people, and if that's not the kind of relationship you have, then remove yourself, right? Bro's about to lose. Ludwig avoids talking about yeah. Yeah, I think Lud could have gotten away without talking about drama, right? I think Mogul Male is a genie he can't put back in a bottle now, you know? You can be your friend's biggest fan and biggest critic at the same time. I mean, yeah, but sometimes people aren't like that, and I've talked about it on stream before. Some people just in this space they're not comfortable with friends that do that, right? If your friend is being stupid, you need to call them out on their stupidness for stupid sake. Yeah, but this is also you're also like a commentary chat, right? I understand we got like an obscene amount of she, they, bisexuals, LGBTQ members here in the chat, but it's just how this community rolls, right? Where they'll throw shade back at people who are being stupid. It doesn't really happen in other places.
What do we do? Argue with you? I'm not on the debate team. This isn't mock trial.
Remember, Mana Potion Coffee will help you get rid of diabetes, all your health issues, and solve world hunger. So grab something from Mana Potion Coffee today.
That's a new dono sound for over $20. You can tell someone to die in Minecraft, of course. Yeah, the demographic of this chat is more likely to tell their friends that they're being stupid. Oh my god. Thank you, cool anime girls, for that. Yes, just what Cosmic said. Disclaimer, Mana Potion doesn't claim any of your medical cures. Is it a $10 one for stream elements only? I don't think so. I need to double check. I'll double check right now. Let me open it up. Variations. Leave page. Okay, so that. Let's see the alert box. Let's check my super chats. No, super chats also have, yeah. There's one called $10 Too Mad, and then there's another one that I have that just played called the Drop Now. And then I think it's the same for the tips. No. Tips has a different one. Tips has this one. I'll play this one. There we go.
Howdy, my name is Bill.
Yeah, it has the twerking diesel. I'll need to put the Too Mad on there as well.
Then die. What do we do? Argue with you? I'm not on the debate team. This isn't mock trial.
New Dono Sound PLS tell me to commit Minecraft.
All right. But yeah, I had like a doomer moment because I was like, motherfuckers, just like, fucking news is hard, guys. I get it, but like, fuck. Why is it so bad now, man? Not to say that like alternative media is better, but like, fuck, dude. All right. Some of you are asking what this drama is about.
Baba Booey.
I need to see the Twomad.
May he live on in our memories. I need to find a clip of him saying manic pixie manipulator. Damn it, it's the fucking gif I made. Yeah, this stuff is from the Discord community, Little Guys Incorporated. So let me explain this drama, right? So if you don't know who Acheeto is like Fago Turkey Tom. Okay? I almost typed in Fago Turkey Tom. Right? So Acheeto does like daily commentary stuff. It's when they talk about the slop videos, this is the slop guy. This is like one of the slop guys, okay? Where he's just like 10 minutes yapping about some shit, and he's doing like face cam now, but he used to do like gameplay commentary, right? But Acheeto had been, now in my opinion, I think Acheeto is so guys like that make content like this, they don't really generate the same kind of community, a community like mine would. The reason Turkey Tom has like a really strong community is because he started streaming, right?
When are we suing Caleb for using little guys in his Sour Boys candy name?
My people will be in contact. Okay. Didn't Raymundo interview Acheeto in his slop video? Am I misremembering? Yeah, he did. But the reason like Turkey Tom generated a lot of that community is because of his streaming, right? Acheeto doesn't really stream that much or at all, right? But he does have some fans. I will say this, for some reason, when I talk about hardcore commentary, right, I'm talking about like guys like Acheeto, Turkey Tom, fucking Lyrics, right? And for some reason, they always attract the same kind of woman to their streams. Listen, tell me if I'm wrong in this, because I've met some of you in person, and 9 times out of 10, you guys smell lovely, right? But I feel like there's a certain like femcel phenotype individual that like watches an Acheeto or like watches a Turkey Tom. You know, they got like the cat eyes. You know, the cat eyes like the cat eyes mascara, right? Girl rot for the twink white boy. Exactly. It's like a girl rot girl who has like a really crusty Kuromi plushie and like owns a bunch of knives, and you know, she's like it's a Hello Kitty girl, but like one of those Hello Kitty trauma girls, right? Yeah, if they like cinema roll run. Wow, describing me but stinky. Yeah. Like being stinky is like a requirement of that, right? You know, like a girl rock girl. And there's a lot of like the girl rock girls that seem to like be attracted to these guys, right? And it's just like, again, no offense to Acheeto, I'm sure he smells wonderful. It's just like you give the vibe of smelling, you know, like I say, Fago Turkey Tom, right? They want to rot max together, exactly, right? So I think Acheeto's kind of like fiending for some of that like attention, because I won't lie, I'm of two minds about it, right? I think if you have sex watching one of my live streams, you're fucking insane. But if you do that, I'm really glad that I could be the aphrodisiac that made you have sex, in my opinion, right? And that being said, you know, I know there are people who sit around and think about me in that way, and I encourage it. I don't mind. Just don't jerk off in my server, right? Because I don't want you to do that, right? I don't want to have to relitigate that drama. Greg is really liking using the commands. Yeah, it's a goon-free server, right? But I think some of these guys, it's like you get really successful, and like part of that success seems to attract women who want to sleep with you. It's true, right? It happens. And you know, I think for some of these guys, they don't really experience it, and then they get to experience it, and then that's when everything falls apart. So I feel like Fago Turkey Tom's kind of having that moment, because on Twitter recently, he started, right? So there's like the Turkey Tom Shrine, right? This is apparently a thing that exists. Some fucking insane woman made a Turkey Tom Shrine, and I'm certain it's a joke. Which, by the way, I had become aware that there is somebody that tried to convince someone else in the community to make a shrine of me, which it's one thing to make a shrine on your own. It's another thing to ask someone else to make a shrine of somebody. Okay, that's weird, all right? And you're a fucking freak. We should all make shrines as a community. Right? So the Turkey Tom Shrine is a thing that it became a meme for a little bit. And Acheeto responds to this assumedly young lady and says, recreate this with my shit right now, setting a reminder. Hey, it's the reminder. Do it right now. And yeah, if you go around, you can find a couple of posts on Clipped Live that are screenshots of Acheeto basically fishing for simps. Basically fishing for simps. I don't like how this post is like alleging that he's like grooming or something. I think that's soy and cringe, and that this person should be blown up for phrasing it like that, because it's not like Acheeto saying, I'm gonna groom you. It's just cringe, right? It's just cringe. And from that time, and don't worry, this is going somewhere, chat. We're gonna get to the debate in a second. From that time, this young lady, Joanna at Hillary's clitoris, made a cake of Acheeto. And so obviously this is horrifying for many reasons. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, so like Acheeto, that was her birthday cake. Acheeto was like fishing back and forth for kind of like attention from this girl. That's what it looked like to me, right? But outside of it being like a gag, that's really it.
The schizo fangirling should be genuine. It's cringe to request fangirling, it's not real at that point.
Exactly. It's just not real at that point. It's just soy. Okay? Like, it's just soy. Acheeto, the fangirl should generate naturally. And if you want to generate it naturally, start thirst trapping them. Okay? Give them something to think about. This young lady's 17 and Acheeto was interacting with her, right? And this had led into a discourse, chat. This had led into a discourse where an individual by the name of Mrow, who has been doing video essays, Emrow's kind of new to the space. He was a moderator on Turkey Tom's Discord. He was the moderator. But Mrow had come in with an opinion of it, right? And Mrow said, this is bad because Joanna had talked about schizophrenia medication. So Joanna is a BPD girly. Okay, that's totally fine. We respect that. But she had been making jokes saying that she was going to become like a more of a simp by stopping the taking of her medication, right? And so yeah, it was a joke. It was a joke about like, ha ha ha, what if I stop taking my meds? But it was just a joke. It was a joke. And so Mrow's interpretation of that is that people with mental illness can't joke about having mental illness because they're not in the right mind to be able to consent to it, blah, 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 right? But the debate is pretty bad. There was a prior debate before this between AidenProjects and Mrow, and I'll explain who Aiden is in a second for those of you unfamiliar with the lore. And there was that debate, and it basically was terrible, and they both walked away, right? So this is the follow-up fireside chat debate that happened 4 days ago, where Mrow's basically doubling down and basically alleging that Acheeto is like grooming his schizophrenic girl. And AidenProjects is coming in to argue against that. Right? Is this the one Lyrics covered? Probably. Seems like something Lyrics would cover. So there's that. The most you could say is that Acheeto is cringe. Okay, that's really it. I think Acheeto's just in a moment. I understand it's cuffing season, Acheeto, and we all want to feel loved. So yeah. For those of you that are unfamiliar with the lore, AidenProjects, or Aiden Underground, is a young man. He's like 19 right now. Aiden has been in commentary since he was like fucking 13 or 14. And Aiden kind of blew up because of a past thing with Keemstar. And he's always been kind of a commentary debate bro. Now, that isn't to say Aiden's stupid. Aiden's actually, I think Aiden's pretty smart, but I think he can get a little off the rails sometimes. And this is one of the debates where Aiden goes off the rails, right? I think Aiden's very smart for his age, but he is kind of annoying. I get it. But that's who Aiden is in the briefest of terms. Aiden oscillates wildly, IMO. Yeah, that's a great way to put it. This is truly the commentary glupshido drama of all time. Right? So, in this, Mrow, who is a cat boy, which, listen, feel free to read into that all you wish. I feel like when I see commentary guys that are like a animal caricature, like wearing a sweatshirt, smoking a cigarette, that they like to be pegged, and they're just like too afraid to admit it. They're like the guys who go on like B and talk about how much they're like badasses, but then, you know, they're like a meow, yes, mommy type of guy, you know? Beckett adopted the cat boy. Yeah, so before Beckett called into Mrow, I was watching it with Beckett. And I said, Beckett, are you going to be there for them when he transitions as like a cat girl? Beckett just started laughing. But it's just, you know, you see it all the time. You know, it's like, for the longest time, people debated whether or not Pyrocynical was a furry. And then he was a furry and tweeted today that he likes fat women, which, you know, good for him. Good for him. Translation, Diesel really wants to call someone mommy, but is too afraid to admit it. So he comes up with these hypotheticals so he can imagine. Looter, chat member when they imagine an entire guy and say, man, imagine if this guy was real. Imagining a fake Diesel. What a surprise. Ay, ay, ay. Oh my god. Good for you, boss. Anyway, we're gonna watch this debate, and I'm sure it'll be great. We all know you want Lady D, bro. Okay, well, here's the thing. Here's the thing, okay? If a woman with, like... Fellas, if a woman with breasts the size of your head walked up to you and was like, I will have sex with you, you'd probably say yes. Okay? I don't know, like... like, what are you talking about? Okay, but yeah, who doesn't want her? It's like those motherfuckers who get on Twitter. I'm sorry, I'm not now I'm imagining a guy chat. It's like those motherfuckers on Twitter who are like, hear me out, and then it's like Ellen Joe from ZZZ, okay? And it's like, okay, someone who dresses up as a maid, has double D breast, and is in amazing shape. Oh my God, how could anybody ever want to sleep with this person? It's like, of course. I go to Thailand for that diesel. Yeah, okay, another thing unrelated before we even get into this. So I'm in the official Nikkei server because I want to get the codes. Okay, so I could get extra pulls on my slot machine.
My
Right?
body, your choice.
But so a few months ago in the Nikkei server chat, there was a guy who was posting memes, and this is related to the Thailand thing that the chatter had mentioned. Okay, so this guy was in the chat of Nikkei, and he was like, he said, he's like, dudes, get a passport, okay? He went to like Bangkok or something, right? And it was like a picture of him, and I want you to imagine this man, okay? This is a real person. And he was bald, and he looked English. Now this bald English guy was in a picture with this like very like confused Thai woman, right? And it was him grinning ear to ear and her just like staring into the camera. Okay. And he was apparently getting married to this Thai woman. Yeah. I know. The obvious, joke there is obvious. Oh my God. But all he would do while he was in the server, he got banned, was post memes about being a passport bro and how much easier it was to fuck poor women in Thailand. And he just kept trying to convince everybody else to go to Thailand because he went there and got laid hundreds of times or something. And it was like, dude, what are you doing? You're so fucking weird. I want to go to Thailand to meet my friend, but people like that make it seem like I'm going to be a creep. But it was just really funny to see someone like come into like a public Discord server that had hundreds of thousands of members and just start ranting about the joys of having a passport, okay, and being a white guy in a poor foreign country. All right. Anyway, let's get on with this debate. I got distracted. Okay. By the way, playing Bomb Rush Cyberpunk,
All right.
which is based. What up, Dooman? I need to go back and finish this game.
All right. So I'm going to be calling Aiden. Pass out stream incoming, essentially. Aiden wanted to call me. So we're going to do that really quick.
Mrow.
Hello?
How's it going?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm doing good. I wanted to have this conversation with you because I heard that you had some concerns about me not talking to you again or something, but also that your opinion might have changed a little bit. I just want to hear you out. What do you think about what happened last night?
So they're talking about their prior debate where they debated I keep wanting to say smiling friends. So they're talking about the Acheeto stuff that they debated last night, right? So they're rehashing that debate and trying to come into it with more understanding than the prior conversation. And yeah, this is like a popular mod for Bomb Rush Cyberpunk.
For the most part, I still believe like I'm correct in what I said. I just think the way I got there was really autistic, and I don't think anybody could reasonably take what I was providing and what I was saying and come to the conclusion that I had. I was using really, really stupid points. The way I was arguing is something like if I were to see that, like if I were to see someone argue like what I did last night, I would be like making fun of them and fucking laughing at them, and I probably wouldn't be taking them seriously.
Okay, so just to ask...
Cat persona with the beanie. This motherfucker wants to be the little spoon for sure. Dude, you just know this guy is like as thin as a rail, and he's got like a tower of empty Zin cans, okay, and he loves his Monster Zero Ultra.
Ask you outright. Was the trolling thing a cope? Like when midway through the debate you claim you were trolling, or was that real?
No, I mean, I went into the conversation because the extent to what I thought of this was that it was like really weird and like it was just something to make fun of, and that was it. So I came into the discussion like playing it up and like yelling and shouting and trying to be entertaining. I didn't realize how serious you were taking it until I stopped and was like, okay, let's restart because I realized you were taking this way more seriously than I was, and if I was like shit posting the entire time and like being really extreme with what I was saying and stuff, it probably wasn't going to go anywhere. I definitely understand how it was seen as a cope though.
Yeah, but do you understand the issue when you're addressing allegations of this caliber? Why throwing in jokes in between might not be a smart idea, or playing up your position? Do you understand why that might not be a good idea?
Right now, Aiden hasn't lost me. He's got a good point, right? Mrow getting into like the things Mrow was saying, like the insinuation with what Mrow's position is that Acheeto is like taking advantage of a mentally ill loner. What are they debating about? So Acheeto is being accused of grooming because he was fishing for attention from women on the internet. That's really it. So the way that Mrow phrases his position is that Acheeto is taking advantage of mentally ill women on the internet and framing it like he's doing it with the intent to harm, when it's just like a cry for attention behavior, right? So Mrow saying that he was like, oh, just throw it in jokes, blah, blah, blah. They're debating who is more chronically online. Did someone come forward against him? No, Mrow just made it up. Emra just made it up.
Allegations like this.
Yeah, I just at the time I didn't see this as like a super egregious allegation or anything. Like I saw this at most something to like laugh at. Like it was weird and cringe. That's it.
Okay. Do you think it's egregious to take advantage of a 16-year-old girl?
Dude, that's such a loaded question. Now that I watch this again, that is. That is such a loaded question. Dude, Mrow should have ended the conversation right there. He should have been like, nope, you're trying to get me in a gotcha. I'm done.
Probably, but I used really fucky wording, and I probably wouldn't agree with that.
So is your position now that he did not take advantage of a 16-year-old girl?
Yeah, I don't think what he did was like good or okay, but I probably couldn't think of like a word to describe it. So probably just like really weird is where I stand.
Okay, so you
shouldn't have raised the goalpost that high. That was probably bad.
So you retract the taking advantage of a 16-year-old girl claim?
Yeah.
Starshine. Basically, Acheeto went, wish I had simps. And then these bozos went, grooming. Thoughts? Is this the girl that got groomed into baking a cake? Dude, you know, when you word it like that, Jack, it sounds a little insane. This poor girl opened up a whole bakery because Acheeto said so. She hasn't been able to financially recover from the 10 pallets of eggs she bought.
I think so.
Cool. All right. So you admit that I agreed with you that it's weird, right?
Yeah. The big disagreement for me was you saying that it was a nothing burger. I looked at that and was like, oh, he just thinks this is like nothing and like this is a mute point or whatever, and I just disagreed with that.
Yeah, I don't think this is...
She was too mentally ill to make a cake. Dude, guys, you don't understand. You don't understand. This girl is living stably with schizophrenia. Okay? She's taking her meds. Do you know what happens to a schizophrenic person when they don't take their meds? They start baking a cake. Source my crack pipe.
This is worth making a video on.
Yeah, I would agree.
But you're still making your Acheeto video, correct?
I'm definitely thinking about it. This was not going to be like a significant point in it. Like this was going to be like a 1 minute or maybe like a 30-second joke or something. Like I think this is on the totem pole of what I think Acheeto's done. This is like the least bad thing. I definitely was playing it up, and then I didn't back down when I fucking raised the goalpost.
Okay, so if this was going to be a 30-second joke, how come you came onto my stream prepared with like several screenshots, information about this? I mean, it seems like a lot for a 30-second joke.
Emra now never even got his foot in the door with commentary before he crashed out. So this is just like a thing, you know, new guys come into commentary, right? And they make a mistake. You know, that happens all the time. They make like an indefensible position. All he's needed to do was like, rescind on that. Okay. You know, we all make mistakes, right? I've made mistakes in my career. It fucking happens, right? But it's like your ability to recognize you've made a mistake and be like, oops, sorry, my bad. That's all you need to do.
Joke.
I wasn't prepared with them. I had to go like out of my way to try to find
Dude, guys, I should take like a bunch of fucking schizophrenia lithium pills or whatever the fuck, and then start baking a cake and see what happens. Prove Emra wrong.
I was talking about.
That frosting was buttercream. Oh shit, time to 5150 her. Dude, fucking I hate it when cakes are like 100% fondant covering. Have you ever seen that? When it's like a cake that's really aesthetic, but it's like covered in like that really thick like fondant that's just really hard. Like that's not a fun cake. I'd 5150 that cake.
That's why, like, just in the multiple DMs, I haven't compiled these or anything, which I should have.
Why were you gathering them? Why were you gathering them to begin with?
Because I was trying to see if this was like something serious or like something super like evil or egregious or whatever.
So, but as of last night, when you spoke to me, the intention always was this was going to be a 30-second joke.
This was like maybe I'm being hyperbolic. This is not going to be like a serious segment or anything. I just think this is like weird and cringe, and that was the extent of it. There's like way more I would rather criticize.
What game is he playing in the background? It's Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. It's very good if you haven't played it. The game is just good.
Than this. I don't think this is like super
taking LSD.
I was definitely
go into psychosis so I can determine whether or not I can consent to baking.
Going back and rewriting what happened. Like, is this how you wish? Is this what you wish you did, or was this actually the case? Was this actually your intent at the time? Because when you joined here last night to talk with me about this, the way you were talking about it was as if this was like a pretty serious, egregious allegation. I mean, now you're saying it would just be like a quick throwaway gag, but I don't know like what to take with that claim when like whether you said you compiled them or not, you were able to present several screenshots. You apparently knew a bunch of information about the girl. You were like using all sorts of like pretty extreme like adjectives to describe this. So I don't know if I like entirely buy that this was just like a little bit of a weird cringe thing that was gonna be like a quick joke, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I could necessarily convince you then. I don't know. That was the intention. I came on super strong.
Diesel, Acheeto made me bake him cookies. Help.
That's sick fuck. It's literally that meme. It's like, you sick fuck. She doesn't even like buttercream.
Assuming, like it wouldn't be taken super seriously. I didn't realize the language that I was using would be taken like towards the like predatory route.
So just ask now, this was never going to be an actual point in your video.
It might have been included, or it probably was going to be included, but this wasn't going to be like a hard-hitting point. There was like a list of...
If Mrow had included this as his point, this would have been... That would have been really bad if he had put out a video like that. That would have been a disaster. Closing these tabs.
Things I was going to talk about before.
Okay, I just want you to answer like as straightforward as possible. So you just said it's a 30-second joke, implying it wasn't going to be like a component of like your point, like it wasn't gonna be a part of your points in the video. So at no point in time was this allegation ever gonna be an actual point to be used against Acheeto, like a significant point within your video, correct?
I don't think so, no.
What? It's either yes or no. How much effort did you put into a Cheeto video, dude? This sick man used shortening. Shortening!
No? When you see, or is it no or you don't think so? Like, are you pretty sure that's not gonna, that it wasn't? Or
I mean, I can't, like, from my perspective, I don't think it would have been used like that, but I can't interpret like how people would have used it.
But was it ever your intention to use it as a serious point at any point while in the process of like researching this video, which you've been doing for months?
It's been like a couple weeks. This isn't.
No. Don't let Red Sign up Pancino see this live chat. No, she's too busy smoking the ashes of her dead father while barefoot in a room. I don't think this was ever going to be like a serious point that I was going to try to fucking nail down or anything.
at least as of like
Okay.
recent. When I first found out about it, I thought it was way more serious. But like my mind has changed. I've known about this the shrine shit for like probably months at this point, but it wasn't a part. Like I didn't decide I was going to make a video until I found out more. Not
So
related to the shrine shit, related to other things.
So I won't be presented with any
Stop
information
being
later.
bad faith to my queen, Rosana. Lumpy Willy. By the way, Lumpy Willy, the cameo in the Soggy cereal video, that was very interesting.
That like reveals you actually have the intention of utilizing these allegations as like an actual serious point in your video, right?
I don't believe so. No. Like it was to be clear, it was going to be included in the video, but I wasn't going to like fucking nail in on them.
Okay. You're like being like pretty like you're not like being super straightforward with the way you're answering here, right? Like
I'm trying, dude. I don't know.
This was either a point in your video or it wasn't. I mean,
it was going to be included in the video. It was not going to be like a
joke,
point
like
that I
a 30-second throwaway gag, right?
You're digging way too much into that.
Okay. Mrow, listen, Mrow's made enough video essays that I think you could easily tell whether or not, like, you know whether or not it's going to be an actual point or a joke, right? Like, you have a list of things that you're going to hit that you want to talk about in your video, okay? Like, Mrow, what the fuck are you, like, on about? You either were or you were not, right? It was either worth mentioning in a video or not, right? Like, if you're looking to destroy Acheeto with an exposed video, right? What is going to be included in that? You know, that seems like something you would include if you're looking to absolutely demolish him.
Well, that's what you said. Like, that's what you said. That's your wording, not mine.
I understand it's my wording, but you're digging way too like much into it. I don't know like how long I haven't even fucking written the video yet. I think I've written like the intro and that's it. Like I'm still trying to gather fucking everything that I want to talk about into.
Do you guys think he's more of a planner or a gardener writer when it comes to his commentary video essays? Dude, this Acheeto video is gonna end up like the fucking Dance with Dragons, like George R.R. Martin 5 years for this dumb Acheeto video.
And verify it all and make sure it's like good to use and good to talk about.
Okay, but do you understand the implication you're giving off when you say I was using this point as a quick 30-second joke? It's like this was never going to be a serious thing I was going to use against him. I didn't really take this all that seriously, and it was just going to be like a throwaway gag. It wasn't going to be a fundamental major part of my video. That's the implication you give off with a statement like that. So I'm not going to find any information later that these allegations were supposed to be a major component of your video. I feel like that's a pretty straightforward, like fair question.
I feel like I've been answering it. No, this was not going to be like a major point that I was gonna try to like hit hard on.
Okay, cool. All right. So before you had said to me that you concede on the taking advantage on the verbiage of like taking advantage of this person, correct?
Yeah, for the most part. I think it's more than like weird, but I probably can't think of a word. So it's like no use trying to like argue that point anymore, I feel.
So what do you mean by weird? I just want to clarify because I think we have like different meanings of weird.
I don't know if I could define weird for you. I'm gonna be real, dude. I just think it was weird.
You can't define what's weird about it, Emra. That's really easy. What's weird about it is that it's strange to fish for attention on the internet like that. Okay? It's pathetic. I don't even think it's weird. I just think it's sad.
Like, if I'm walking down the street and like I see a dude in like a fucking clown costume slipping on a banana.
It's hard to pay attention to this conversation when Charlie is showcasing his enemy stand.
Appeal. I think that's pretty fucking weird. But it seems like the way you use weird in this context.
Not everyone is as hot as you, boss. Cheeto's not even that ugly. He could easily do this. He just needs to take some fucking pictures of himself, okay? And be okay being a little bit of a slut on the internet. But like a commentary is so fucking clinically afraid of being sexy. Like all these motherfuckers sit around and just yap about nonsense.
Is to have some more like nefarious meaning. So I'm trying to get to, because the wording here is very slippery, I'm trying to get to the bottom, I guess, of like what you're trying to say.
Yeah, you didn't want to say predatory, but that's what he means by weird. Exactly.
It can only be expressed to me by like the words you choose. And maybe this is just a case of you not picking the best words. So I'm trying to specify it here to figure out what you may have meant instead. If this was not really what you meant, or yeah.
Like I said, man, I don't know how else I can explain it to you. I think what Acheeto did.
Some girls like that's for losers. You can work that ankle. We're just all trying to reform Acheeto's brand. Okay, so that way he can start getting some pussy and stop begging for it on Twitter. We need more titty streamers and commentary. So true.
around this situation or whatever was pretty weird. I don't know how to define the word weird for you at this time though.
Interesting. So if I was to see DMs from like an hour ago, where you still say that he took advantage of a 16-year-old, I wouldn't see DMs like that, right?
I've DM'd Blaster saying that, but again, this isn't like, there's probably better words to use to describe it.
But I thought you no longer stand by that verbiage.
Yeah, again, like I said, I don't think this like that's the correct word to use.
My opinion changed in the last 30 minutes, actually. You gotta understand. I'm a very flip-floppy person.
Well, you seem to be using it an hour ago, like seeming pretty smug about like standing by all these points.
I just didn't want to argue with fucking Blaster. The only reason he was
Be the
trying to talk
change
to
you
me was
want to
because
see,
he's
Diesel. So show some chest. You know, I like to wear comfy clothes when I stream because I tend to sweat. But I do need to dress more sluttily on stream. You're right. You're so right. Oh my god.
thought about like some previous drama that we had an argument about or something. I don't know.
Yeah, let's talk about that drama.
Sure.
So you two were going to collab on a Chugga Conroy video, right?
Yeah, I looked more into the situation and I thought about it a lot more, and I kind of realized after 14 years it's probably not worth pursuing something like this. I don't think this is at all comparable to what Acheeto did, and I think suggesting that is probably really ignorant. And then even past that, this is something that happened months ago versus the Chugga Conroy situation, which happened like a decade and a half ago.
When you say comparable, you think what Acheeto did was worse?
No, I don't think there's any way to compare any of these or like put them on a scale of like better or worse.
But you, like in the DMs, you're like, they're both weird situations. So like, do you like?
I heard Diesel dressing slutty as soon as I came in. Bless. Oh my god.
Like, if you were to rate them, like on which one would be like more of a moral bad in this scenario, or like which one you think is more egregious at the moment, which one would you say?
Probably Chugga Conroy, but again, I don't think you can compare these two situations. I think they're wildly different.
I agree they're different, right? But a comparison, right? When we're talking about like the moral implications of an action, like the two scenarios don't need to be identical, right? It wouldn't be a comparison if you're comparing two identical things, right?
Sure.
Okay. Now, do you still stand by the?
What would you do if Charlie's model suddenly turned into a model of you? Dude, I would literally turn into the Pog with like Wojak, okay?
Take that I was insane for disagreeing with you?
A little bit. I think it's probably, I don't think this is like a nothing burger. I think it's definitely weird. But I also don't know, like, I guess like to get into it, you'd have to fucking define like what nothing burger means, I guess.
Oh
But
my
it's-
god, dude. God, we're debating the nothing burger weird. When are we gonna get to fucking something Subway, dude? Oh my god.
It's literally just like...
This
if
is
you
really the Quiznos of online debates. By that I mean just bankrupt and really should be over.
just don't care about it. I think this is weird, but that's like it. I don't know.
I want to be nice here. Is like English like a second language of yours?
Okay, and then this is when the debate goes crazy, right? So Aiden's asking him, is English a second language of yours? Because he's about to just be like, you're a fucking idiot. You don't know what you're talking about.
Or I'm serious, like, is English your first language? Hello?
Dude,
The silence.
I don't know what you want.
I'm asking, I think that's a pretty straightforward question.
Take your wildest guess and we can run with that, dude.
I don't know. I don't want to assume. Okay, so I'll take that as a yes.
Sure.
All right, cool. So would you agree that a clown slipping on a banana peel in the middle of the road is weird?
I didn't even notice that point he was making. Fellas, is it weird if a clown slips in the woods and nobody's around to hear it? What in the world does that mean?
Sure, dude.
Sure. So what Acheeto did, you agree that that has like different moral implications than a clown slipping on a banana peel, right?
Probably.
So is there a better word you could use for Acheeto that would differentiate him from the clown that went and slipped on the banana peel?
Oh, he's trying to goad him into saying predatory right there. Dude, Mrow is like he's in a pit of autistic vipers right now, okay? Aiden is running circles around him.
No, I look at that situation and what Acheeto was saying to this girl and what happened, and I definitely think it is weird.
But the descriptor for both. Let's say you're telling me about both these situations and you want to make it clear that both have like different implications. Is there a different word
Okay,
you could use?
what was your goal
weird?
with this call?
I'm trying to narrow down what you actually think, because apparently you didn't
I feel like I'm being extremely clear with my opinions on this.
No, you're not.
Apparently,
No, you're not, because you're not defining what it means that it was a weird behavior to engage in. Okay, like you think it's predatory, but you don't want to commit to saying that because you know you will be fucking raked over the coals. So just say it's cringe. Like it really is just that. Like it is that easy.
apparently you didn't express it well yesterday, so I'm trying to narrow it down here. What weird means in this context. Okay, the term weird is so fucking vague.
Does he just mean uncomfortable? Yeah, but then Aiden would ask him, why is it uncomfortable? Why do you find it uncomfortable? Right? And ultimately at the end of it, Mrow thinks that Acheeto is taking advantage of a mentally ill girl by having her bake a cake.
That it could be used to describe any number of things with varying moral implications. So can you give me a little more than weird? What do you actually think about this?
Since we're talking about Slutty Diesel, I would like a Sukuna True Form cosplay, please. You know, the insane part about that? Where's that girl now? She's fine. She's fine. She's tweeting and living her life. She said she was never groomed. She doesn't understand what Emra's on about. You know, you would not be the first person, Kish, that has mentioned Sukuna cosplay.
Dude, I think it's fucking weird. I think it was bad. Like I don't know what to tell you.
Is English a second language?
Okay, Aiden, I'm going to tell you I'm not going to be able to define weird for you. I'm not going to be able to define words for you in this
Pick
call.
a different fucking word. Pick a different word.
I don't know what word
really
could be used to describe this, and I'm pretty sure if I just picked a word, I'm pretty sure if I just picked a word, you would fucking like definition tag about it.
Just
I think it was fucking weird, dude. I think it was fucking weird.
Oh my god, do you only speak? Is this the only fucking word that you know? Is this the only word you know? I'm trying to specify.
Is there anything else you wanted to talk about? Because at this point, like
you're running. So you're running. You still stand by your position, but you can't explain it. You can't explain it, and you can't defend it.
What do you mean? What?
I'm gonna ask in plain fucking English. What does the word weird? Tell me what weird means in this context.
What does weird mean in this context? Like the fifth time, I don't think I'm gonna be able to define weird for you on the spot.
Oh my god, dude, just think about it for a little bit. Just say something. You're dodging the question. It makes you look like an idiot. What are they even arguing about? They're arguing whether or not baking the cake was weird or predatory. Is the cake a sign of grooming, okay? Is this the Diddy cake? Is this the Diddy cake?
Not something I've had like a fucking introspective thinking about, okay?
Do you not know how to like explain something?
Dude, I've been trying.
Well, no, you're not. I'm like, can you give me something else besides weird? Because I just explained to you how the term weird is such a vague term that can be used to describe a number of situations with varying moral implications. And I want to narrow down what you really think about this. So I'm asking you, hey, can you maybe like use a different descriptor or elaborate a little bit in regards to like what your feelings are relating to this situation? And you're essentially refusing to do that. You stand by it, but you can't explain it.
I can't. Dude, I don't know what to tell you. The best word I can possibly fathom for this situation is that it was weird, and that's like it.
Oh my god, you have the vocabulary of a 6th grader, Emra. Stop it, dude. Oh my god. I mean, in my opinion, Aiden's being very bad faith, of course, but then Emra's just either too afraid or actually is not that very, like, he's not smart. Like, he doesn't know how to address it. Okay? So, like, Aiden's already coming in looking to kill this guy. This guy doesn't know what he's saying, okay? So it's just like a recipe for this guy to get dog walked by Aiden.
Like, I probably don't encourage, like, extreme parasocial behavior from a fan that's, like, fucking mentally ill. I think that was probably weird. I don't think he's, like, a predator for doing so. I don't think it's anything past weird. I don't think there was any, like, evil, malicious, anything else happening. I just look at this situation and I'm like, oh, Acheeto's a fucking weirdo. Like, this probably isn't something I would do, and this is probably something I would, like, advocate against. That's, like, the extent of it.
And do you think the term weird is morally neutral?
That is such a loaded statement. Oh my god, this is like semantics, Andy, man. Oh my god.
Dude, I don't fucking know. What, like, morally
The
neutral?
night before, Emra had been very bad faith.
neutral. Who cares? He's a fucking weirdo. That's like the extent of it.
Can you answer my question?
I've never thought about if the word weird is morally neutral. No.
Okay. I'm going to tell you, just as I explained to you before, like the term weird can be described, it can be used as an equal descriptor for situations that have zero moral implication. It's just a term to describe something that's like odd, but odd doesn't necessarily mean bad.
The only reason that Turkey Tom doesn't get shit for having simp girls is because he's Turkey Tom and he's popular. Like, that's it. Right? Like, Acheeto's like in the hot seat, taking shit for making like doo-doo ass content and not reneging on misreporting stories. Okay? But like Mrow could easily throw the shade at Tom for that, but he's not because he's not going to. Aiden sounds like the Jehovah's Witness at my door. Is this the debate pedophile of legend? I made a very similar joke to Beckett when we were watching this live. I was like, is this what it means to be a debate rapist?
So I want to know if you think that this is bad or not.
Yeah, I probably think it was bad.
Okay, you think it was bad. And you think it was bad, why?
Could you, like, I understand, even my chat is having trouble keeping up with this, okay? But, like, could you imagine walking to, like, a normal person and explaining everything that's going on here, okay?
Because I think playing into anything like what was showcased here is probably not something that you as a creator should do.
And when you say showcased here, you mean like baking the cake and building the shrine?
Sure, if you want to boil it down to that, sure.
That's insane. Like, Emra's entire thing is that, like, oh, you as a creator should encourage parasociality. I gotta be honest, it's gonna happen either way, whether you like it or not. And I'm honestly steel manning his argument by defining it like that. Okay, it's gonna happen whether you like it or not, right? I see it as a vehicle to make income. Other people get, like, mad fucking pressed about it. Obviously, if you're, like, using your fans as, like, a means for therapy a la Tipster, then it's a fucking problem, right? But just, like, you know, being like, thanks for the shrine, is that the equivalent of, like... is that the fucking equivalent of grooming an audience member? Diesel, honest question. Do either of these people know what the color of grass outside the bedrooms is?
Is there, well, when you say boil it down to that, there's an implication that there's something else present that I'm not addressing. So can you elaborate?
I mean, he made jokes about her not taking meds. Like, this girl was very publicly mentally ill. Like, I think there was a
You're
lot more
using
that,
me for
that
money.
you're not. Like,
SMH.
it seems like...
Well, you do have a wrench, so... it's also for labor. How old are these two? Aiden's like 19, Emra's like 20, 21.
You're straw manning or whatever, right?
I'm strawmanning by like not by presenting like a weaker version of the argument, even though I'm like addressing like the exact argument you gave me last night. Now the screenshots of her, when he's telling her don't take your meds, that's a joke. You agree that's a joke, right?
Sure, but it's a joke that could be taken seriously on her
I
end.
can't believe I thought we were besties. I can't be responsible for other people's mental health. I just like you just can't as a creator, okay? Using that for my exposed video on you.
Use me more for money.
Well, she didn't take it
How
seriously.
he even found that post is probably like even strange, right? Because the
Wait,
account was private, it wasn't tagged, like.
It's strange that he like follows her.
And then he like saw that post and was like, "No, don't take your meds or whatever." Like probably not something you should do.
So earlier today, I had, and I'm going to get Queeman in here to discuss this in a little bit later because I kind of conceded where I shouldn't have, and I'm going to kind of argue about this with Queeman if he's still awake. But
In this call or on your own?
On my own afterwards.
Okay.
But this tweet very easily could be interpreted as a joke, and sure, there is and when you say, well, it could have been interpreted as serious, any joke could be interpreted as serious because you have the potential to be making that joke to somebody who's autistic. You have the potential to be making that joke. Any joke could be interpreted as serious, right? Do you agree with that?
Sure.
Do you agree that when you were calling Cam Nuggets a pedophile, somebody could easily interpret that as being serious?
Sure.
Okay, cool. Now, she was literally in live chats today. I'm gonna have to go get a copy of the log, so I don't expect you to necessarily believe this one, but she was in live chats today, like, she clearly could tell this was a joke. She clearly could tell this was a joke. I don't understand what the problem is here.
Sure, I don't know.
Chat who's worse. Diesel who grooms us for money, or Falgi who beats us up if we don't give him
Oh
money.
my god. Why is he debating the nuances of jokes? Because there's nothing to debate here. There's nothing to debate. Like, Mrow's wrong, and Aiden's just searching for Mrow to admit he's wrong. But Mrow's too proud or stupid to admit that he was wrong. Okay? Like, Mrow knows that he's cornered. That's why he's not presenting any arguments. Because he knows it's just going to dig him a deeper hole. And again, I am also, you know, extrapolating on what I think he's doing, assuming that he's like a consciously smart individual, but he might just be like that stupid. This is truly coughing baby versus hydrogen bomb. So is AidenProjects the hydrogen bomb in this situation?
So you don't. So if I interpret as a joke and she interpreted as a joke and he interpreted as a joke, as evident by the fact that he was later following up to clarify whether or not this was serious a month later, which you had cropped out of the DMs, then what's the problem?
Dude, like I said, we might just disagree. Like you're
That's such a cop out. That's such a cop out, dude. Why can't you just admit
I
you're
have
wrong?
a personal like issue with this. I look at this and my personal
I have a personal issue with this. I'm sorry, dude. If you're gonna get like really uppity and like, I don't think a YouTuber shouldn't think about like the implication of how their relationship with an audience can affect people. I think thinking about that for a little bit is reasonable and fine, and you should find what your level is for you personally and what's okay for you, right? But I think it's another thing to like go around
All
and
of
be
this
like,
reminds me, adult money from my adult job for an adult diesel.
Thank you, philosopher. Right? Like, it's important to think about these things and where your morals lie, right? But it's another thing to be like, that YouTuber is doing something nefarious because they don't align with my personal morals on how I deal with my fans. Like, dude, I don't, like, it's just like a personal taste thing, okay? I think what Acheeto's doing is cringe. That's it. All it is cringe, okay? You should just get people making shrines for you for free. You shouldn't have to beg them to make shrines for you.
fucking moral whatever. Like I look at that, I'm like, this is probably weird and probably bad. I don't know.
He's literally like, he's actually moral frogging, okay? Like when we talk about moral frogging, this is what moral frogging is.
So you have a position that you know you cannot defend.
Sure, which is why I'm backing down. This isn't something I'm gonna advocate.
Dude, sure, I have an indefensible position.
For publicly anymore.
Sure, but you're still in people's DMs saying he took advantage of a 16-year-old as like recently as an hour ago.
Because he's coming to me and fucking like.
I think
freaking out in my
everyone's
DMs.
moral frogging. Well, here's the problem, right? Like Aiden's entire like method of going about it is super argumentative, right? But Aiden does have a point where it's like, okay, Emra's basically falsely accusing Acheeto of like grooming someone. You know, that's what Emra's doing.
So why don't you? But wait, just because some
Can we go back to talking about Rosanna's feet?
So some guy you're friends with is in your DMs trying to argue with you. Why does that mean you then give them a version of your take that you now admit you don't even?
Dude, I want to play this. I fucking love Bomber of Cyberpunk. I haven't finished it. I need to go back to it. I'm like stuck, but I need to go back to it. I need to finish it.
Believe anymore. What kind of logic is that?
Dude, I just don't give a shit. I don't know.
You don't get.
Emra really strikes me as someone that gets jealous often. No, he strikes me as somebody who's young. That's it. He strikes me as somebody who's young. I think a lot of Mrow's attitude and behavior is a byproduct of him being a young 20-something who's probably, you know, not been super popular. Kind of a nerdy guy. That's what I think.
Like
He might have a point, but he can't articulate it. Yeah, I agree.
Dude, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna try to make this sound like it's not a cop out, but I don't see this as like a massive issue or as big of an issue as you do.
Can you play RE8 and we watch you goon about Lady D or whatever you do? Yeah, I actually finished RE8. I mean, it's really good. If you haven't played Resident Evil Village, you should play it. It's like, it's probably one of the best. I just started playing RE4, the remake. It's very good.
Okay, do you not think taking advantage of a 16-year-old is a massive issue?
He's 21. Yeah, I didn't know shit as a 21-year-old. I didn't know shit. Dude. The lack of experience I had as a 21-year-old. Motherfucker does not know what he's talking about. Kristen Arc Raid. So base. So base. What's up, Raiders? We're reviewing the Mrow Aiden debate. I wasn't a full person until I was 27. Great way to put it. Yeah.
That probably is an issue, yeah.
So that is a massive issue. And that's what you, as of an hour ago, believed what Acheeto had done, correct?
I believe he was taking advantage of a parasocial relationship, yeah.
So how is it not a massive issue in your eyes?
Because I think there's definitely levels to it. It's not like a blanket statement or one all be all.
Okay, and why would this scenario like differ and make it not a massive issue?
Because if we look at what actually came out of this parasocial relationship, it wasn't anything too egregious or too insane, right? But you can still look at what like
This is like the kind of guy who's like, if you have a Discord server, you're encouraging parasociality and you're gonna lead people to killing themselves. I'm sorry, man. If I like make someone kill themselves because I'm like mean to them on the internet, I probably wasn't the straw that broke the camel's back, and they were just looking for an excuse to do it. Okay, I'm not responsible for Scarlet Reaper dropping dead. If he is dead, I don't think he's dead, by the way, but. Diesel, you're going in my note. Yeah, I'm really sorry that I'm somebody's 13th reason. I didn't ask for it.
Occurred and probably deem that, yeah, this is probably like bad, right? So like there could be a worse event that took place here or whatever, but that just didn't happen. Like this wasn't super egregious, nothing super insane happened. But like based on what was shown, like something could have happened. So like I just think like in any aspect.
How long does it take after turning 18 for the teenage angst to disappear, or is the depression permanent? I'd say like maybe like 23. I personally like a 24 is like the hard cutoff for me being able to like reasonably suspect like that you have zero life experience. Okay, like if you're past the age where you'd probably have a college degree or like probably like 4 years work experience in something, I'm like, this motherfucker's stuck that way. Some people get stuck being that like loser, depressed teenage angst person. Okay, like there are people who get stuck like that. Some commentary people are stuck like that.
Or the could have happened thing is retarded, but I think in any aspect, like encouraging or allowing a parasocial relationship or an obsessed fan to act this way is like probably bad, and I just don't agree.
Oh my God forbid God forbid a fan go bake a cake of their creator. Oh my God. Cloudy, how could you make a plushie of me? How could you make a plushie of me? I'm taking advantage of you. Holy shit. Show the plushie. Dude, I basically took advantage of this like adult fan. Oh my God.
What's that?
I mean, like, she seems to have a pretty level-headed interpretation of what had happened. I don't think, like, she was in people's chats today arguing about this or talking about it. So I don't really understand, I guess, from your perspective, like, what, did any bad thing occur as a result of this in your mind?
Does this make me parasocial because we got a drink together and had a good time? Dude, I took you guys for a ride. Oh my God. Yo, what up, Chris?
Probably just the farming of a parasocial relationship that was unhealthy. That's about it.
Oh my God. Farming of a parasocial relationship. Oh my God. Dude, I'm sorry, Mrow, with your little kitten character. Okay. You're telling me that people are going to be like, oh, ooh, Mrow's kitten character. You're telling me that's never going to fucking happen? Because if you get successful, guess what, buddy? That's going to happen. And at a certain level of success, guess what? You can't do anything about it. They're just going to do it, and you'll never be able to stop them.
And when you say the farming of a parasite,
I'm sorry. This whole like implication that like YouTubers have like the complete agency and control of their audience is insane. Okay, like there's a bunch of people watching stream here. I can't like with an iron fist command you all to do something. Okay, like I understand a YouTuber has a little culpability, but like at a certain point, I literally can't control you. Like I can't. Like the idea is that like audiences have zero agency. There's a level of agency that you guys got to be able to fucking make your own decisions. What did Mrow do? In short, he accused Acheeto of grooming a mentally ill schizophrenic girl. Okay? But he didn't. He just was like, ooh, woo, can you bake a cake with my face on it? That was it. He was just being cringe and like begging for attention.
social relationship. Oh, by the way, I just want to clarify. Did he ask her to make the shrine?
Not that I know of, no.
So Acheeto did not ask this girl to make the shrine.
Nobody saw it and he encouraged the behavior.
Okay. Okay, well then that makes it even better. Okay, Acheeto, according to Mrow, did not ask for a shrine. A shrine was provided to him, and he encouraged the behavior. Guys, again, by that logic, and I'll get the plushie that was made of me right now. I'll get it. It's on a shelf off camera. I'll get it right now. Jesus Christ. Guys, because Cloudy made this for me, I'm basically taking her for a ride. Okay. Yeah, I know by his like argument, it kind of sounds like fan mail would be grooming. Okay. Which, by the way, this is insane. He's huge. It was very difficult to find a space for him. Okay. That doesn't sound like a big deal then. Parasocial behavior is pretty inevitable. Exactly. But Mrow seems to think that Acheeto has direct control over strangers on the internet. And then, you know, AidenProjects is just, you know, he's just being a debate pedophile. Oh,
I'm going to cancel you with my 50-page essay for grooming. See you in court, Mr. Ex-CEO.
Well, you know, it'll make for a great stream for me.
What do you mean? Like he interacted with it?
Yeah, DMing her, asking her to take more videos, continuing to interact with her past that, following her on multiple social media, stuff like that.
So how come yesterday I clearly like...
I'm following a fan because I do a fan work for you? Oh, Jesus. Oh, the humanity.
When I'm reiterating your argument, I clearly say he asked her to make a shrine and bake a cake, and you like never correct that. And like
I couldn't tell you.
Okay.
That if I led you to believe that, then that is 100% my bad. I apologize.
Okay. So he didn't even ask for this shrine.
That is, as far as I'm aware, yes, I believe so. I think he's just encouraging the behavior. That's probably pretty bad.
Oh my God.
By interacting with her, by following her on...
Oh my God, Mrow, you're stupid. This is such a stupid position, Mrow. Holy shit. Holy shit. I didn't even realize how insane this position was last time I watched this. That didn't track at all because I was so hung up. Let me in. Chris always wants to be let in. Hold on, let me make sure my Discord is unmuted on stream. Boom. Here.
Okay, 3 minutes on it.
Okay.
Dude, what the fuck? Why are we still on did they do a third debate?
No. This is the debate from 4 days ago. I'm like catching up.
Oh, you're catching up on the retardation.
Yeah.
Dude got a raid and isn't
I don't
chilling his
understand
stuff.
why
Buy
the
Mana Potion
tards
coffee.
have started to get a big head. Have you noticed that recently? Like people
Well,
like Hippleton and all these people.
It's the holiday season. This is the same way every year, right? Where like people get a little extra crazy around the holidays. I don't know why. Like it just is.
I guess. I think Hippleton's gonna be the Thanksgiving sacrifice this year. I'm calling it. I'm calling
I thought
it
we
now.
already. Wasn't the Thanksgiving sacrifice already determined?
No. We need like an app. We already got dog pack. That was the turkey. We're going in reverse. The dessert is Himpleton.
Okay.
The dessert is Himpleton. It's going to happen. These tards need to like get smacked the fuck down. I don't know what. I don't understand why these guys are like
I'm
in a
telling
conversation.
you, something about the holidays makes people extra crazy. Like people get a
guess.
little extra like nuts during this time of year. I don't know why. They just do.
Would you say that they're going nutto?
I feel like that's like this is something that I answer and then you fall into a joke. What is this a reference of?
Boblax, bro. Come on. The Nutto? Man, come on. Where are you?
Well, I didn't cover the Boblax destruction that much, okay? I'm not a Boblax aficionado like you.
Bro, he's a Nutto. Listen, these guys are just Nuttos, man. They're going a little Nutto and they need some help. What I need to do is just like, I don't know what to do with these people because Mrow just seems consistently fucking this debate
Well, like,
up. And I'm not gonna say that Aiden also doesn't look like a looping retard. I'm also gonna. I'm not gonna pretend.
If I was Aiden, I wouldn't have wasted the energy, right?
No.
But then Mrow's position, I'm sorry, Mrow's position is fucking nuts. Like, it's like, this position is like a position that's like already been thrown out by most people who are, you know, not morons. I don't know how Emra has it, given where he came from, you know?
All right, you try to pitch his position to me, and I'll see if it's, like, normal. Because I
right.
barely remember this.
If there is so it is a problem for YouTubers to encourage parasociality because it can lead to people having detrimental effects on their mental health.
Okay, but are they like significantly asking for that? Like, are they asking directly for that individual to do things that would put themselves in a dangerous position?
The YouTuber is encouraging it by interacting with a fan who is producing fan works. They are encouraging parasocial behavior by engaging with it. It is giving positive reinforcement, which causes a negative effect on the person's life.
Yeah, but that's still not like a super negative thing. Like, people build parasociality with their audience. You can say that's cringe or not. It's really dependent on like what community you're trying to build. I think in Acheeto's case, now don't get me wrong, wasn't this girl like a minor, or am I wrong about
She's
that?
17.
He was 19. She was 17. He was 19 when this happened.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, who gives a shit? Even if I was trying to like debate against it,
Chris,
it's like,
okay, let me present his argument. She has schizophrenia, and Acheeto was happy that she baked a cake with Acheeto's face on it, and shared that joy that she baked a cake, and she's schizophrenic.
Okay. And
well, she said
like,
she said that she would stop taking her meds. She made a joke about it. What if she stops taking her meds?
Does that mean all schizophrenic people that have any sort of ailment like that, if a larger creator or somebody they look up to says don't take your meds, are they gonna fucking listen? Like, what are you trying to imply
it's not
that,
like,
it's
not like
gonna
Acheeto,
happen?
Okay, well, it's not like Acheeto said to stop taking your medication.
Yeah, and even then, that could be interpreted as him going along with the joke. Like, what? How is this like a detriment to her health?
She has schizophrenia. We don't even know if she can consent to baking her own cake.
But she's on medication, though, right? Which means that she's taking care of her schizophrenia.
How do we know that's true? She could be lying because she has schizophrenia.
But she could also be lying that she has schizophrenia.
You see why Emra's position. I'm really trying to actually present it well. I know I'm being a little comedic, but like.
But that's the thing, is that this is that debate, and you just keep seeing like me and Diesel's positioning it. I'm going, wait, what? The common sense angle is this, and that would just make sense.
Emra, I mean, ultimately at the end of the day, the way Emra's presenting it is like he is saying that like you and I can't tell we could tell our audience what to do, but there's no like guarantee that they're going to do that. Like, they have their own agency, right?
Yeah.
It's that dumb argument where it's like somebody's like, oh, this YouTuber's audience is attacking me. Motherfucker, I never said to attack you. If somebody's doing that, I'm sorry, but I can't make them do anything.
Yeah, I have no real control over random people on the internet. Just because a chat does those things, unless it is a direct call to action by the creator should not be super privy of said audience. Like, let's use Hassan as an example, right? He talks about like, all the Zionist pig dogs and all that shit, right? He has created a rhetoric that is spread outwards, and he doesn't disavow it. He never has. So in his case, he can be held to that standard versus like me or you or anyone else that's like, hey, I have my opinions on this person. Don't go after him, but this is what I think of him. Does that make sense?
Yeah. We're not like encouraging people to do it, right? But even if I didn't directly say don't go after him, common sense would probably dictate don't go harass a stranger. Like,
yeah. And in Emrow's case, trying to argue that this is some kind of like detriment to this girl, it doesn't make any sense because, like we stated before, she could be lying about the schizophrenia. She could be just joking about it and that she's not taking her meds, which she was. Like, why are we taking such umbrage with this? Why are we so upset about this? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. I'm not gonna call it like, I would say Acheeto's a retard for like reaching out, like talking to a fan, right? That might have that you can maybe describe that as like bad optics, but it's not like a malicious intent. It's not like he was trying to gain anything out of it. It's not like he was trying to make her stop taking her medication to keep being in love with him or whatever, right? So where's the problem? Where is it? She made a cake.
She's mentally ill. She can't consent to baking the cake.
But if she's taking medication, because she can consent to therapy, she can consent to medication, she can live a normal life.
The only way you could prove Mrow's argument is if you had like a camera following this girl around to determine whether or not Acheeto is affecting her mental health.
True. I see Lumpy Willie trying to one guy me, and I'm gonna take the fucking bait. He's too good at it. How is it optically bad when he was trying to rizz her up? There was no rizzing that I am aware of. There was no like sexual DMs. There was no flirting or anything that I'm aware of.
Acheeto was not trying to rizz her, but Acheeto does give me the vibe that he's like desperate for pussy.
Dude, bro, I'm so glad someone else said it.
He's like doing that thing where he's not confident in himself to like try and like thirst trap, but he is like desperate enough to try and like get attention from women. That's it.
That is, that's so fucking, bro. I'm so glad someone said it.
Like he's, it's very clear that he's like, and this is another thing, right? Where I think it's the holidays. I think Acheeto is lonely, so he's fishing for attention. That's it's possible.
It's possible. I'm not saying that's a fact. If he has a girlfriend, then we're both wrong. But like, the actions of the individual scream desperate for female attention.
Yeah. No race.
All right, I'll let you go. I just wanted to kind of like debate that. I guess like kind of like square that out with you because I was like, there's no way it's like that retarded because I forgot and you just presenting it in the way that you did.
I watched it with Beckett and I didn't even catch how bad it was at the time. But like now that I look back on it, Emra's position is so indefensible.
True, bro.
As much as Aiden's a debate pedophile, but you know, whatever.
He is a debate pedophile. Always has been, always will be. Nothing's changed.
All right,
Kick
later,
Aiden.
Chris.
Later.
Longest
Multiple
3
social
minutes
medias,
ever.
by continuing to talk to her like months later. Like this girl was very obviously like obsessed and mentally unwell, and I don't think he should have encouraged it.
So your problem isn't even that this is actually, I'm sorry, and take back everything I said yesterday because it's actually like 100 times worse than what I thought. So your problem here now is not that somebody was asked to make a shrine, but because somebody did make a shrine without being asked to do so, and he talked to them. That's your problem? That he just talked to this person?
No, my problem is that he encouraged the parasocial and unhinged behavior.
What did he do to encourage it?
I believe I've already explained
I'm
this.
sorry. If you guys bake a
You're-
cake with
you're-
my
you're-
face on it, that's awesome, man. I don't fucking care. Dude, I don't fucking care. Bake a cake with my face on it. I don't give a shit. Now I'm encouraging it, but I'm also saying I don't care. So there you go.
I'm saying, hold on, Aiden, you're taking what I'm saying and like making a weaker version of it and repeating it and asking if it's correct.
How did I do that?
Did you come here and like what was your goal with this conversation? Because I'm really confused at this
I'm
point.
just trying to figure out what you believe, dude, and it's really
I feel like I've
fucking
made it.
hard.
I feel like I've made it really clear.
Is this picture
like
the
the
Numa guy? I think that's Peter Griffin Photoshop.
Fucking Riddler of debating, dude. It's like trying to figure out what you mean. It's like deciphering a riddle. I don't
You're
know
asking me
what
to define weird. Like, dude, I don't know what to tell you.
Or use a different descriptor if you can't define it, or elaborate. I mean, someone who speaks the fucking English language should be able to do all of these things. I'm like, what are you talking about,
Can
dude?
you define the word weird? What?
Yeah, I already defined it in this conversation. I don't know if you're not listening.
I must have earplugs in. Could you repeat it?
Yeah, I said something that like I thought, or this is my definition or the colloquial definition. I'm sure this might not be like the formal Oxford dictionary definition, but something like odd or unusual or like out of the ordinary. And I just explained how under that.
I'm kind of curious what the comments say. Hey man, you fucked up. If you want to become a commentary YouTuber, learn from this. Stop trying to defend a losing argument, admit your mistakes, and keep pushing. Yeah, that's a really great position to say. This debate was AIDS, The fact that people are holding your newcomer status over this is ridiculous. My biggest criticism of Mrow in this is that he can't really back up his points well. However, the define weird segment is pure AIDS. What the fuck? Weird equals something not a normal person wouldn't do. Would the other guy say a parasocial fan to not take their meds? I used to watch Acheeto like crazy back in the day. What's going on with him? I can't believe like Acheeto's like on the receiving end of so much drama. I feel like daily commentary slap is a really easy thing to do. Hard to be a commentary YouTuber if you can't handle commentary. I mean, yeah. Diesel, is it weird to really, really want a random stranger on the internet to follow through with his melon statement? Well, you see, that's like a joke that I didn't follow through on. So now it's just like a piece of the community comedy, you know?
Do you disagree with that definition?
I was agreeing with you. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. So under that definition, that could be used to describe any number of things that are not morally bad or have no like moral value to them, like a clown slipping on a banana peel on the sidewalk.
So if it's a very broad definition, where does the issue lie? I suppose.
That's what I'm asking you.
Yes,
I'm asking
yes, because it's a broad definition. That's the problem, right? Every time somebody says something's weird, that's going to be defined as a different thing, right? So it's like you define weird as one way, Mrow. Aiden defines it as another. I define it as a third way. The commenter trying to answer for you is also defining it another way. The problem is that none of those words are specific enough to explain your position. You need to elaborate on your ideas. That's it. Have you ever written an essay in high school? When you write an essay in high school, you need to elaborate on your ideas.
Use a different descriptor. Can you elaborate on what you mean by weird? Can you elaborate a little more? Besides that, this is simply unusual, which now he didn't even ask for the shrine, so I'm not even sure this is weird.
Maybe I'm just cynical, but why does everything have to be a moral superiority contest? It's a fucking commentary thing, dude. I don't understand. It's always been like that. I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care that Acheeto did this. I really don't. The real problem with Acheeto is him putting out commentary content, getting something wrong, never taking it down, and never updating the information to tell people that he got something wrong. That's like the main problem with it, is like daily commentary guys fucking up, like commenting on stuff that they're commenting on.
Now we found out he didn't ask for the shrine, so I don't think this is. I don't even know if this can be described as weird anymore.
Yeah, I mean, encouraging this behavior, I probably think is like weird and bad.
But how did he encourage it?
So if you have like a really parasocial fan, right, and they're doing like really unhinged shit on social media and trying to get your attention, and you interact with them or give them the validation of a creator who they're parasocial with interacting with them, that's probably encouraging the behavior.
So your problem is that he talked to her.
My problem is, again, for maybe the third time, is that he encouraged the parasocial behavior.
Encouraged it by talking to her?
I just think it's mildly annoying that Emra always appeals to his morals. Yeah, well, like that's the only way that his position is going to be defendable, right? Like his position is fucking wrong, but like that's the only way that he can justify it to himself. All right, is that he just doesn't like it because his personal values don't align with it. Like I fucking goad my audience all the time. I take like hot gym pics on fucking Twitter because I know people are gonna bookmark it, and it keeps me in the front of their mind. Like I know that I'm doing that on purpose, but Emra is the kind of person who's like, who would be like, oh, fucking Diesel's giving people false hope, blah blah blah. He could just say it's cringe and move on. Exactly, and it is cringe. But like Emra, like the fact that he's doing this, like just goes to show you that he doesn't understand to just admit you're wrong, right? And he's 21. Somebody in the chat said earlier he's 21. This is totally like a 21-year-old's position, right? Because he just can't admit that he's fucking wrong. And Aiden's younger than him, so it's like double bad, okay? Even though, again, like I said with Chris, you know, this is debate pedophile right here. He's out here seeking an easy fight.
Among a few other things, but yeah.
What are the other things?
He followed her on multiple social medias, went to multiple social medias, DMs across multiple social medias. Like if you're an unhealthy parasocial fan, this is like the dream, right? Like this is probably what you want to happen if you're like obsessed with a creator in this way.
So taking advantage of a 16-year-old in this context is he followed and talked to a fan.
He admitted to lyrics that he's a hypocrite because of his own Discord DMs with the fan getting leaked. What a fucking surprise. What a fucking surprise. No way. The guy with the really sad looking cat guy picture is in the DMs with women trying to rizz him up. What a fucking surprise.
correct?
Sure, dude.
Make a video
Do you
shaking
disagree
that
with that?
ass.
I just don't. I feel like if we argue, that we're just not going to get anywhere. I don't know.
This is like complete cowardice. You came in here to get on me yesterday. You're all shouty, all fucking giddy, saying I was sweeping for.
You can just say it's yuck and keep it to yourself. You don't have to defend that yuck. Dude, the problem is that commentary guys think that they need a fucking comment on everything, bro. I mean, this is like something I say all the time. It's not even just commentary. For some reason, the internet thinks, or the way the internet works is that people think they always have to have a hot take on everything at every single moment. You can just shut the fuck up. Nobody's encouraging you to say something all the time. You don't always have to have a nuanced opinion on everything at every single moment. You don't need to comment on everything at every single moment, okay? And you don't need to have an ironclad position all the fucking time. It's okay to just be like, I don't fucking know. And just be like, and lurking can do wonders. Yeah, that's a great way to put it.
Cheeto, fucking screaming, calling me an insane
Yes,
person.
but now that I know you want to like have a serious discussion, I'm not going to fucking spurg out. Like I don't know.
Yeah, but why can't you like respond? Why can't you answer?
He told Lyrics he doesn't think it's bad when he does it because he knows his own intentions. This guy, I can't tell if you're like one guying me right now or being honest, but I think that Mrow should go get a normal job and talk to normal people. When I make a video, I leave the moral crusade to the internet. I don't feel the need to tell people X is bad. People have brains. They can figure it out for themselves. Yeah, if you present the information well enough, they'll just come to that conclusion on their own, right? It's like the quote-unquote facts speak for themselves type thing.
Why do you do the sarcastic sure, like the fucking
Because we're definitely not going to get anywhere by fucking arguing. I think it's weird. I can't define the word weird. I think it's bad. I probably can't convince you that it's bad, right? We're probably not going to get anywhere with this way of discussion.
I'm not kidding. It was on Lyrics' stream the other day. Oh my god. Guys, I'm not grooming my audience because I know what my intention is. Also, grooming your audience is a really gay position to hold like that. That's really stupid. Oh my god. I feel like I'm gonna fuck up my mic. Wait. We can groom ourselves. Chat, I'm a master groomer, okay? Jesus Christ, dude. It's a fucking Diddy community here. Commentary. This is fucking so fucking frustrating.
So sure, if that's the way you view it, if you think that he was just talking to her, I probably cannot convince you otherwise. You're probably saying
Mrow should fucking explode. This is fucking frustrating. Holy shit. What does debate pedophile mean? It's like somebody who like goes around seeking out debates and trying to turn all the conversations into debates. So that way you can win. Yeah, it's a debate. A debate gooner. I'm debate gooning right now, okay?
I'm just trying to decipher what you mean. Like, then maybe we can like figure out if we agree or not. If I could first like maybe figure out what you mean, but like I can't really.
I don't think we don't need to disagree or agree. I don't think it needs to. I don't think that is a necessity.
Well, when you're publicly levying like serious allegations against somebody, and do you not think like the way you worded it yesterday was like pretty serious?
Yeah, I didn't realize it at the time. Like I said, I came in like trying to shout, be entertaining. I didn't realize how serious you would have taken this, which is why again, like midway through, I was like, okay, let's stop. Let's try to come back.
Wait, when you're talking to a public audience, why does it matter how I'm going to take it? You know, you know that you were saying that somebody.
Because if you take it really seriously,
I like determining different debate people as like different like criminals. A debate force lover, a debate gooner.
Play this as an insanely serious situation, right? Like it's.
I displayed it as serious.
I believe so. You displayed it as way more serious than I did.
Okay, is there any scenario where somebody takes advantage of a 16-year-old girl and it's not serious?
Like I said, I don't think it's a blanket statement.
The debate god. Okay, all right. Let me describe a debate cuck scenario, right? Emra versus Aiden are debating. And then there's a third guy in the call who's not saying anything.
I think there's levels to it.
But okay, so there are
Smaggle's a debate arsonist, right? Because Smaggle would enter a call and immediately derail everything, okay? He would like light a fire and then leave.
scenarios where somebody takes
In
advantage
this
of
case, what's your debate role? A debate gooter, because it's already said and done. I'm just like reaping the rewards, you know? I'm just sitting here. I'm jerking off saying that I'm unequivocally right while they too do the hard work.
16-year-old girl and it's not serious. In your eyes.
Not as serious as it goes.
Not serious. Not serious. That's not no. If it's a spectrum, then anything lower than that, of course, won't be as serious as it could be. That's how a fucking spectrum works. I'm saying, are there situations where somebody can take advantage of a 16-year-old girl and it's not serious?
Probably to the point of like it's negligible, sure. Which I think this is one of those points.
So not serious.
Sure, dude. Again, I don't think we're gonna get anywhere with just like arguing this entire time.
Why do you keep saying that? I'm trying to establish what you fucking mean. You're the one because
we are at a point where very obviously I'm not able to give you definitions of words that you want to establish what I mean in your head, right?
No,
so I don't know. I'm not dude. I don't know how to define the word weird for you. I'm sorry.
You don't need to. I'm not. Just pick a different word. Give me a sentence.
I don't think there's any other word that I have tried very, very clearly to.
Oh my God! Open up
Open up a thesaurus, Mrow. Open up a thesaurus right now. Go to thesaurus.com right now. Type in the word weird and find some synonyms.
Jesus Christ! What would a debate flasher be? Let me go into waiting, Palgy. I feel like I'm in two kids arguing in a fandom about ships. A debate flasher would be if like people are talking about their favorite pizza and a guy comes in and starts immediately debating the process of pineapple on pizza. You know, it's like a guy, like a third guy coming in.
At all, dude.
I apologize. I don't know what to tell you.
Here's a better one.
Dude, these guys are literally debating the concept of grooming while a bunch of fooly cooly robots break dance in the background.
Why is it weird?
Probably because encouraging parasocial behavior is like weird and bad, and like encouraging this was probably weird and bad. And I looked at that, and in my head, I was like, oh, this is weird and probably bad. I don't like that.
Okay, so you do admit. Okay, so bad. Now we're getting somewhere. Now we've got a different.
Hi, Falgy. Yeah, I can hear you. Or hear me through you. Oh no, he's muted. There we go. Sorry.
Please tell me how... Alright. Please tell me how both of these fucking idiots have never taken a college writing course in their entire lives and are too fucking, like, pussyfooting around, like, terms that are, like, very honest. If you believe that this is grooming, just say it's grooming. If you believe it's weird, just say it's weird. Stop trying to intellectualize with your fucking 19, I've never worked a fucking day job ass. My only job has been at the fucking, like, drive-thru at the local Dunkin' Donuts because nobody can allow me to be in a job because people think I'm weird and fucking creepy. Like, both of these fuckers would, like, be at the graveyard shift because nobody wants them around, like their parents don't want them around. It's why they let them sit in their fucking rooms all day. Hi.
Okay, but define weird, Falgy.
Okay, yeah, I'll define weird for these fucking, holy shit. So, this is the thing that frustrates me. If you think that it's off-putting, if you think that it's against social norms, go for it. Who the fuck cares that she baked the fucking cake? Is it weird? Sure, it's fucking weird. Is anybody hurt? Did somebody commit a crime? If you're so weird about your own DMs being leaked, what the fuck is the problem there? Do you have something that you would like everyone not to see? Maybe. These people are fucking stupid. I hate them.
Yeah, Aiden is in college. That's why he's practicing for his debate class. That's why he's a debate pedophile.
I mean, if he's practicing for college, Aiden, buddy, I don't know how to tell you that you're failing out of it. Like, you can't repeat your freshman year 4 times in a row and think you're gonna, like, fucking pass. This is the other thing too. This is the one fucking complaint I have with people. This is not necessarily directed at you, but I do think that it does partially annoy me. I do not care how young, quote unquote, young you are in the commentary space. If you say stupid shit, your age is not a factor anymore. If you say some like of the dumbest shit, or you can't defend a point, or you don't have the emotional intelligence to rationale how you feel about something, you don't need to say it. And your age is not the factor. Your age is only the factor in how I make fun of you, because you're still on fucking training wheels and your diaper's full of shit, and mommy's in the corner trying to fucking change you while you are trying to argue the logistics of a fucking cake. What was the flavor of the cake? Is that what you're so mad about? Is that the nuance that if it was like a banana flavored cake, would you be so mad? If it was red velvet, would it make you worse? Like I don't understand.
I feel like okay, so the age thing, I feel like I give a little bit more leeway. Like when I feel like when you're younger, you're looking to prove yourself, so you're more inclined to have stupid opinions. But if you're like older and you have stupid opinions, then it's just like you're stuck as like a moron, right? Like there's a chance, it's a chance for you to improve. This is a learning experience. But if you're like in your 30s and you have a bad position, you're just stupid.
I mean, yeah. Listen, I think everybody has the capacity for change. It doesn't necessarily matter what age you're at. I think the greater thing is do you want to change? And this is one of the things when people are coming up and doing content, when they watch the said content and then they're young enough to want to make said content because streaming and other things have become ubiquitous. They don't changes doesn't matter, because it's the most fearful thing, because changing your opinion, that's the death of your channel, that's the death of your commentary career, to these people anyways, to these kids. And that's what I find so fascinating, watching two, like, you ever go to like a birthday party when you were a kid, and then there's just like these two maybe siblings or cousins, and they're like mean mugging each other from like across the pool, but the only thing they do is like hit each other with like limp pool noodles. Like that's what it feels like. Like they have so much like soy rage within them that the only thing that they can do is fucking cry about it and hit each other with like the most like limp dick responses that I've ever heard in my entire life, because none of them want to take an actual position that matters. If you don't like something, the fucking banana peel, if a fucking clown slips on a banana peel in the woods, did the clown fucking honk? Like, I don't understand this. Why do you keep coming back to this? What intellectual argument?
That was my favorite, like, whataboutism Aiden mentioned, was the clown in the street.
It's just so weird. It's like he keeps going back to it, and I'm just like, this doesn't mean anything. Or let me rephrase that. It doesn't mean what you think it means. It's just I don't know. I don't know. I had to come on and scream because I don't. It's just like, I'm tired of glub shittos. I'm tired of them all. And I am a glub shitto, I guess. That's what makes it worse. It's just like, it's cringe. Stop being cringe. Like, I don't know, get laid, and if you can't get laid, buy a toy. I don't fucking know. It's weird. Like do something with yourselves. Christ. All right. I will let you go. Buy Mana Potion coffee. Do the thing.
Dude, so Soygi gets to advertise for me. You know you're still the block of soy, right?
Yeah, that's the whole point. I'm still the block of. Wait, am I on the block? Am I the block of soy? Oh, I am the block of soy.
Block of soy.
Oh, thanks, buddy. Oh, yeah. Hey, listen. I'm the soy latte that you've never had in your entire life. It's okay.
Oh my god.
Oh Lord.
All right, Fauci. I'll let you go.
I'm gonna go. Bye, buddy.
Ain't no one fucking Mrow or Aiden. Oh my god. If I buy the tea, how long till I get it? We just got like a new shipment of tea, and certain flavors will get there faster than others. I haven't checked the inventory. That's like my brother's responsibility. Who was that guy? I think it was the op block or something. Who was that?
I have used the word weird and bad throughout this entire conversation.
So you agree that like the weirdness of this, there's like a moral implication of this, that it's morally wrong.
Oh, dude, I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe, but you just said it was bad. I'm very confused.
I used weird and bad, so like both probably.
Okay, so it is bad.
Dude, why is Charlie just like doing that to fucking Glep right now, dude? What's going on?
In my mind, it is bad. I've already explained why it's bad. Do you need me to repeat it?
So what you're doing is, I don't like when I ask you to explain. Like, if you, for example, tell me like you know, my ice cream cone, the fucking ice cream man gave me ice cream without a.
I think I've been in this stream like 10 times now, and only just realized it wasn't subbed. SMH Tyler sleeping on that subscribe button. This is a reminder for all you cool cats and kittens in the chat to subscribe.
Cone, and that was bad. And then I ask you, okay, well, why is that bad? And then you respond with, oh, because he gave me ice cream without a cone. I
personally think that encouraging parasocial relationships of unhinged fans like this is bad. I don't like it. I personally just don't like it. I don't know if I could.
Okay, then that's your position, is that I don't like it. But why the fuck did it take 50 minutes for us to just eke out that little fucking opinion of yours, dude? Holy shit.
Explain to you on like a moral spectrum why it's bad. It's definitely me moral fagging, and I probably shouldn't have done it.
So if somebody like, let's say there's coverage of this situation in somebody else's video, and they were to describe this as Acheeto like followed and replied to a fangirl of his publicly.
Dude, what the fuck is that? Why is Glep so big? Dude, I didn't even notice that last time I was watching this debate. It's like that gorilla. Like, you know that gorilla study?
or Acheeto replied, followed, and messaged a fangirl of his. Would there be anything?
Dude, they're gonna shoot Glep. They're gonna shoot Glep.
Accurate with that description?
Probably not. I think it's relatively vague, but I'm sure.
But you agree that's what occurred here, right?
I think it's pretty vague. But
is there any extra context that must be added that it's missing?
Probably. I've been trying to reiterate.
What would Glep's controversy be? Filming a dead body in the Japanese suicide forest.
Thing that I think about this entire time. I don't know how you're somehow missing it.
It just sounds like you've described the exact situation I've just explained to you, but you're using entirely different wording. It's not like there are additional details that are being left out.
This girl was like very obviously unhinged, very obviously mentally unwell. She was making jokes about it constantly, right? And then Acheeto like encouraged the parasocial behavior, and I think that that's weird and bad. Like I said,
is Emra winning? I think he's about to turn it around.
Okay, so this girl made edgy jokes about her fucking simping for Acheeto.
How good is your Glep impression? I might not need to hear the Logan Paul apology in that voice. I can't even do it. Like
with her.
Again, I feel like you're downplaying it, but if you really want to go with that, sure.
What's the down? I'm trying to establish what's being downplayed.
I have no
trick question. He won Diamond Hands. Mrow bros are so back. Dude, Mrow stocks are up. Dude, the stocks for Mrow are up like Spirit Airlines, man.
This is why, again, I think we should just move on. Like, numerous times I've tried to explain why I think you're downplaying what happened, but I just don't think it's sticking. So
it's a Glep shit up.
Again, it might just be a disagreement. I don't know.
Wait a minute. So are you aware that like DMs you presented me with yesterday about Acheeto? Like, are you aware that some of the DMs you presented with me about Acheeto and this like situation were not even from Acheeto? They're from Sensitive Society.
As far as I know, I think only one of them could be from Sensitive Society, and it's where Acheeto is messaging someone else. But maybe I would be.
Dude, Sensitive Society gives a little spoon too, the same way Mrow does.
I'm wrong. I don't know.
So you didn't even verify. You didn't even verify these messages were actually like from Acheeto.
Like I said, this is why I haven't even started writing the video. I'm trying to like verify everything that I'm going to be talking about.
Dude, you ain't trying to verify shit, all right? Don't even. Oh my god, you ain't trying to verify shit.
I come onto my stream and get mad at me and try and debate me on this publicly.
This debate would literally be background noise in an episode of Smiling Friends.
when you're not researched on these
Guys,
allegations.
I can't believe Mr. Frog had one of his fans bake a cake. You know,
Because I thought I just thought it was like a weird, cringe, funny thing. I thought it was gonna be like a laugh.
for my
I didn't assume
fanfic, are you Big Spoon or Little Spoon? You know, I think in that scenario, I'd be Big Spoon.
you would take it like super seriously. I've already said that.
Of course, Cloudy
How
would say
can I
Little
not take
Spoon.
it seriously when you're coming in here saying he took advantage of a mentally ill, schizophrenic 16-year-old girl?
He took advantage of a mentally ill, schizophrenic loner that you all ignore and treat like shit. Well, that's not the kind of comedy we do around here. You want to know the kind of comedy I like, Mrow? I'll show you the kind of comedy I like. And then Aiden pulls out the Fortnite double pump and just downs Mrow.
Like, you're saying I'm the one wording it seriously? In what wording is that funny? In what wording is that, I took advantage of a parasocial, mentally ill 16-year-old girl? How am I the one making that out to be serious? That's literally the wording that you chose, and the wording you took issue with when I didn't fucking reiterate it like that.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, maybe my wording was bad. I
Dude,
don't
can
know.
we get President Jimble's opinion on the Emra versus Aiden debate, man?
So how am I the one who made this serious?
Because my intentions with the conversation were not to be like extremely serious with it. I think I've already stated that. I feel like we're retreading a lot of ground.
Oh my god, we literally did a redo of the fucking conversation.
Brain rot debate pedophile versus backpedal moral frog. Greg, that statement is not English. It's not English.
Where he said, okay, let's do this seriously now, like verbatim, and then we had the conversation all over again, and nothing changed in the second conversation.
Okay, to be clear, I think this is like weird, bad. I thought it was like a funny situation to like that extent, right? I don't think this was something super extreme. I don't think there was any form of predation going on.
And yet you understand. I understood every word of that.
I definitely came into the call trying to be entertaining and trying to be funny and trying to like spurg for content or whatever. And when I realized you were taking it super seriously, I definitely tried to tone it down.
But then after that happened, and we continued this conversation on for what, another 20 minutes? You reiterated all of the same points, and nothing.
I
about
tried to
the
be
way
more clear with them, but
yeah, and serious, right? So nothing about the way you were like you're saying now. Oh, this was just a joke, a little bit of a funny thing, like as if this was like something we could just poke fun at. But that is not how it was worded here, like to me yesterday. That is not how it was worded to me at all. That's not. I don't think anyone interpreted it like that.
then yeah, if that is the case, then I'll own that. I apologize that I used like incorrect wording that I couldn't back up.
So if I call something that's like funny, something that you admit is just like a funny, like weird thing, a nothing burger, would that like descriptor be inappropriate?
I don't think this is a nothing burger, like I've already stated.
So like when somebody uses the word like nothing burger in the context of drama, what do you think they mean?
That it's nothing, that it doesn't matter, there's like no point in talking about it, something like that maybe.
I want to draw Diesel as a smiling friends OC.
So if something's just like weird and funny, why would the term nothing burger, like under your definition,
This
not
is
be an
loop
appropriate
3.
descriptor?
You know, if they loop 5 times, they get like a free nothing burger from McDonald's.
Because I think it is not a nothing burger. I don't think this is not something you should not talk about or whatever, right? I don't know.
Do you think in this context the term nothing burger means you're saying you should never talk about? The term nothing burger means like, is this like worth like condemnation for, or is this just a weird, like if it's just saying
I
funny
don't
to
think
laugh
there's
at?
any yeah, maybe we disagree on the term nothing burger then. I don't think there's like any form of
Diesel, please define what a nothing burger is. Fucking. It's a burger with nothing in it. Bread sandwich. Simple. Very easy to understand, really.
condemnation in the term nothing burger.
Yeah, there isn't. You're right. I'm not condemning it.
I prefer
Did
nothing
you not just
burger
try
with
to
the
imply
side
that
of
with the term
loops,
nothing
Chad,
burger, there's
okay?
like an implication of condemning someone?
No.
Yeah, that's okay. That's my bad for reading it that way.
Okay. I don't know. Well.
If a clown slips on a nothing burger in a whack-donald's, will anyone care? I think the Rizzler will care. He said he would care on Talk Tua. He gave that a doom. He was not a fan of that. He did say that he would give the nothing burger a boom, though. Diesel, this water diet is going to my head. I can really go for a nothing burger right now.
No, normally, like, no, the implication with the term nothing burger is that it's like not saying, like, not, it's not used to condemn somebody. Like, if I say this situation is
Later,
a nothing burger,
Tyler.
like, that doesn't mean this situation should be, is like a bad thing. That means this situation is like not worth like seriously like using against somebody or seriously covering in like a drama coverage context, right? If something is like kind of weird and funny, laughing at it, sure, you could, like, it's a joke, it's funny, you could poke fun at it and laugh at it. And like that's kind of what it sounds like you described this as, which I think like nothing would be an appropriate descriptor for it, unless you really don't think this was just a little funny thing, and you actually think that something more serious was going on here, which is what I.
The existence of a nothing burger implies the existence of a something dog. Oh man. Don't even get me started on a bond maybe, dude. Don't even get me started on a bond maybe.
Think your original claim was, even though you're trying to claim now that was not your claim.
I feel like
Get out.
Dude, we're just. Do you want me to like repeat everything I've said so far? Because
no, I don't think we're gonna reach an agreement on this one. I
Sure.
think you've like literally just like smeared someone and can't defend it. And
I don't believe
like,
I've smeared someone. No.
Okay, but you just admitted that you said on stream they took advantage of a 16-year-old girl. Now you said you don't even believe that anymore.
I mean, I believe it. So, like, again, I think there's like levels to it, right? It's probably really heavy language that I shouldn't have used like on a public live stream, right? If you were going to take this like insanely seriously, but I think it's like it is taking advantage of like a parasocial fan and their like ability, like, their obsessiveness or something.
Dude, I love going to Panera and getting a parasocial panini. Oh my god.
So is your position that it wasn't? Is your position now that it wasn't taken advantage of, or it technically still is taken advantage of, but that wasn't like the right?
Diesel, you gotta understand, if I lose my mewing streak, I'll be phantom taxed into the state of Ohio by the Rizzler. If I don't praise Skibbity, I'll perish. Fuck you.
Terminology.
There's probably better terminology to use. I probably cannot think of better terminology to use on this stream though.
But you think that that terminology is still applicable to the scenario that he took advantage of a 16-year-old girl?
I think the lowest level of taking advantage of, yes, because
Modern
I think it's really
day
apparent that he
witch's
took
curse.
advantage of like a parasocial fan and her like obsessiveness. He saw that, he DM'd her, he encouraged the behavior. I think, to me at least, that's very apparent.
So when somebody takes advantage of somebody else, would you agree there's something they're trying to get out of it?
Maybe
Yes.
by definition, sure, but I don't know if.
What do you mean by definition? Sure, it's either a yes or a no.
That like, in just my personal opinion, maybe. But I can just work on definitions or whatever.
Yeah, I don't really know what that means. I genuinely do not know what that
Like,
means.
I don't think you need to get something to take advantage of someone, right? I don't think there needs to be necessarily like a goal there.
You don't
but,
need
like,
to
in the
get
case-
something to take advantage of someone. By taking advantage of someone, that implies that you got something out of it, right? To have advantage means to have something somebody does not. like if you want to semantics Andy this. Mishi, we're in Nothing Burger City. I don't know if you want to be here.
of Acheeto, what he was getting was obviously either like a piece of content that he was going to include in a video, which he did not end up using, I believe, unless I'm mistaken. Or
Mishi, there's a really big glep that keeps showing up. Okay, there's a giga glep.
he simply just got like attention for it. He like farmed this parasocial fan for like attention or something like that, maybe.
Sure. So yesterday, yesterday you were able to present me with like various hypotheticals. So I'm gonna ask you, can you give me a hypothetical where someone takes advantage of someone else and is not trying to get anything out of it?
Probably not.
Can you explain taking advantage while also getting nothing out of it? No. Everyone keeps talking about Acheeto, and I'm wondering where the Fritos are. Where's my Acheeto and nothing burger? Come on, I ordered it 30 minutes ago.
What do you mean? You were like the hypothetical guy yesterday.
I think you asking me to create one out of thin air is very different from me like creating one under my own will. I don't know if I can create a hypothetical.
Creating a hypothetical out of thin air versus me making one of my own will. What are you manifesting it like a spell, dude?
On the spot like that.
So there's no hypothetical you can think of where somebody takes advantage of someone else and isn't trying to get something out of it.
Exactly, because that doesn't make sense. Because that does not make sense.
Maybe it was poor wording. I think you can get something like that's so negligible that it doesn't like really matter, but the term of like taking advantage of probably is still applicable.
To use unfairly for personal gain, to exploit sexually, to impose on, to ask for, expect more than is fair, reasonable from, to make good use of. So yeah, and there is a goal with taking advantage of, and like
Yeah, it was probably just like the either content or just attention or something like that, like I already said.
But you admit that he didn't ask her to make the shrine, so how was he taking advantage of her for content?
Can you send me a video of it? And then he continued to talk to her and continue to encourage the parasocial
The
behavior.
Oreos, Acheeto, Turkey Tom. Dude, what is going on here? It's like a Thanksgiving dinner up in here.
Wait, but she
my
made it without on
God.
her own volition, correct? And then he didn't actually use it for content, correct? He didn't even include it in his video, right?
I don't believe so, but again, that doesn't change what actually happened.
Yeah, what happened is that he
What
didn't,
happened
like,
is Acheeto DM'd this girl after seeing
What's Aiden's domain expansion? Because Emra's trapped in it. Domain expansion, nothing burger.
that and said, "Can you take a video of this?" and then continued to like interact with this person for months.
So she said she made a shrine for him and he wanted to see it. So he said, "Can you send me a video so I could see it?" And
He said,
that's,
I
like,
believe he said, put it in a video.
Domain expansion, infinite loops.
put it in a video to give to him, right? She sends him a Google Drive link in the DMs.
I believe the terminology was like more so I can put it inside of a YouTube video that I will upload.
Yeah, he asked her, he said, yes, I could put it inside of a YouTube video. And then upon talking to her further and like assessing, okay, is this girl really mentally ill? He decides, you know what? I'm not going to use it in my video. So I don't understand like who was taken advantage of here.
I believe I've been arguing that it was the girl who made the shrine.
Yeah, but if she made the shrine on her own volition, then like, and did she make the shrine after they started talking?
Probably not. I don't know.
Was it before or after they started? You don't know if it was before or after they started talking?
I don't, regardless of if it started before or after, I don't think it changes anything for me.
Of course it does, because it plays a role in his intent in talking to her. But I don't know what that means for you. Are there no objective scenarios? Like, is there no objectivity like in the world? Like you keep saying for me, not for me. Like,
I mean, my opinion, my view. I don't, dude.
Is there no objectivity in the world? The platonic Aiden cell versus the Nietzschean Mrow Chad.
I don't know.
Sure, I'm not trying to establish. I'm trying to establish the facts of what occurred here, that what we disagree on.
I'm sure you know all the facts. I think we just disagree on the terminology used.
So is it fair to say there is no scenario where you will ever concede on an argument?
I think I've conceded on plenty of arguments.
Well, you said you don't agree that it's taking advantage of, and then the more we talk about it, you say, well, actually, it still technically is taking advantage of, but I could use a different word.
I mean, if I find a better word, I'll stop using taking advantage of. I just don't think that they're like, I probably can't think of one on the spot right now.
But you still think it is taking advantage of. That's the point.
As of right now, until I'm able to form a better argument, yeah.
And I've just explained to you that taking advantage of requires someone to get something out of it. And then your argument is, okay, what he was trying to get out of it was content.
Or attention or something like that, yeah.
Part of encouraging the parasociality that you argued for was his interactions with her. So if he never asked for this shrine, and he simply wanted a video of it, then when their initial interactions begin, was he going into these interactions, the thing you're arguing that is encouraging the parasociality, with the expectation that he's going to be able to get a video of this shrine?
Probably, and with the expectation that this girl would probably like validate him or talk, like fucking give him attention or something like that, right?
So don't, okay, that is...
I'm actually getting bored because I forgot what they're talking about. I know, I'm really distracted by the gameplay chat. I can't. I'm like actually like, I'm losing it right now, dude. Have we actually seen the shrine? Yeah, I showed it earlier in stream. It was like a cake. But that was it. And like there was a little shrine from what I remember. And yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we do live in a society, chat. We do live in a society. Fuck. What's in my suggestions? Dude. People are asking me to play. Diesel, you gotta download Plastic Duck Simulator to run in the background during a girly pop chat stream. Oh my god. I do want it. I might pick it up. It's $12. I mean, 99 cents for the base game is really good. Honestly. Okay, this is a tweet from Toxic that Cloudy linked. I'm gonna click on it. That was a bad idea. Why did I do that? What am I, nuts? Oh yeah, I bought this. I bought this the day it came out. I was really happy Toxic did this. But yes, I do own a copy of My Date with a Goblin Girl. Oh shit. We do have a Discord chat, and I do check it out. Okay, I'm pretty active. I'm pretty active. Vosh. No, Vosh was doing that because he was trying to hide the lolicon thing. Okay, this is not that. I've worked with Tox before. We're actually selling her body pillows right now. I had to, yeah. Which, by the way, I think this is the first time this is happening. Tox is actually going to sign these prints. She's going to sign like 25 of them. So if you've ever wanted to get like a signed print of her artwork, we're doing that. First time ever she's doing that. Very proud of her. Very proud of her. She's super based. But yeah. And where were her body pillows? They were like down here. Vampire Survivors and Melt Your Eyes. That would like kill the fucking frame rate of the stream. Yacht. But yeah, you can head over to manapotion.com. And so if you're wanting to get to Mana Potion merch, it's all the way at the top up here. And we give a really big cut to the artists because we want to make sure that they're paid well. But her and Klebo have been great. Will you be selling fleshlights? I don't think my brother will let me do that. Thank you, Draft, for the 5 gifted. Very poggies. What the fuck? Holy shit. Let me zoom in on this. Oh no, my alerts are in the way. My alerts are in the way. I don't think that my brother would let me do that means that you would. Yeah. I mean, I think I would. I think I would. I know the alert is in the perfect spot. Dude, my nose is so big. You got, I know I got a big nose, but damn. Oh, yeah. Diesel can smell me from here. Holy shit.
Just like a complete assumption.
I can't do this anymore. I can't do it anymore, chat. I can't do it anymore. Ugh. God. Rip the fart. Yeah, may rip in peace, okay? But that was like that was a different time. It was the end of an era. Yeah, we're in a new era now, chat, okay? What is the new membership sound? It's fucking Legos breaking. What is this?
Why so serious?
I just noticed it was 1.25 speed. This was in my recommended. That's it. It was
Why
just
so serious?
in my recommended.
Why so serious?
This was a meme months ago. It was posted a month ago. I don't know why that was in my recommended, chat. I had to click on it though because it was right there. Time does fly. Dude, In Praise of Shadows is gonna have he's gonna be really upset about this. In Praise of Shadows is not happy about all these evil YouTubers in a room together, dude. You're allowed to end if you're done, lol. I am going to end. I'm gonna get out of here, but Worst blunt rotation. Bold of you to assume that Windigoon would ever smoke weed. What is the said new era? Fucking I don't know. The weird noises I have now. It hasn't been defined yet. It just began. Play mouthwashing, please. I need someone else to be upset. Yeah, I plan on using the stage and the Discord server for stuff like that. To do some more like community engagement stuff. Because you know, after one person jerked off in there, nobody wanted to go in VC. But yeah, I'll be using it soon, probably this week actually, because I'm trying to get through my backlog of video games. Game mouthwashing is a quick game. Okay, all right. No, I want a VC. I'm just sleepy whenever I want to be in it. It's like 2 hours. Okay. All right. I will. Thank God they stopped talking. Well, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna go eat a salad before bed as per usual. So I'm gonna go do that. But all of you take care, be well, and don't be a debate pedophile. Oh my God. Goodbye. Holy